Okay, so clear coat is cured. It said an hour. I gave it hour and a half, and it's pretty much perfect. There's some dust and stuff that's blown on here just from being outside, but honestly, I'm not too worried about it. It's going to see a lot worse on the car. Now, what we're going to do next, just a little bit of an interesting touch. I don't think this has been done or at least documented anywhere. But we're going to build some block offs for these openings here. This one and this one. There's a few reasons why we're going to do that. Number one, it catches a ton of air. It's a ton of drag. There's nothing that goes there, just an opening. And all that air just goes up in there, gets in the fender. It will cause lift of the front end. It'll cause a ton of drag, so top speed's going to go down. Your fuel mileage is completely done. But also, I've heard it's quite common for the bumper to pop off because air will get in there. You'll be on the highway, you'll do a pull, whatever, and it'll tear your bumper off. And I don't want that. That's terrible. And on the track, that would be embarrassing and a nightmare. So what I've got to remedy that, we got some ABS plastic from Amazon here. This is 16th inch. It's real thin, pliable. It's bendy, easy to work with, easy to cut. And we're gonna build some block offs. One here, one here, and yeah, we're gonna pretty much see how well that plastic fills the void here. And then there's the screw holes where you'd typically mount mesh or chicken wire or whatever, and we're just going to use those to screw down the plastic sheet and just make a little block off there, so shouldn't be too bad. So what I did here, it's kind of hard to see, but I outlined the opening with some Sharpie there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut with the X-Acto knife, but I'm going to go out maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches all around here, just enough so that I can have something for the screws to grab. And if we look at the back here, it's not much outside of the opening and the screws are right there, so let's give it a go. I'm going to cut it with an X-Acto knife. I have this guy here. It's got a reasonably fresh blade in it, so I'm going to cut that out. See how she goes, how she does. Okay, so made some block off plates here. They seem to be all right. I mean, the beauty of this stuff is it's so thin, it's easy to cut with the X-Acto knife. It's flexible, it's pliable. So what I did here, as you can see, and I got these two screws lined up so they fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way around and I'm going to screw this down, and then I'm going to trim the excess just to get like pretty much a perfect fit. And if I need to, get some weather stripping or some double side tape just to help seal it up here, but I don't think that's really going to be an issue. I mean, maybe if I want total seal, maybe I'll even just get some silicone and seal it up, but let's get this on here first and kind of see how the seal is. So far so good. I cut two. I made the one. I found, oh, you know what, it fits close enough, so I just traced the second one, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so first panel installed. It's got quite a few screws here. It's not going to go anywhere. Now if we take a look from this side, that's pretty much it. I mean, I could have spray painted this if I wanted to, but I didn't want to, so I didn't. But yeah, so there's the one side. I mean, it's pretty much a perfect seal. There is not a lot of gap or a lot of place for air to go. I mean, I might try and seal it up, but I think usually how these ABS plastic works is once it sits for a little while, it'll start to kind of mold into shape. Heat from the engine bay, heat from the sun, it's gonna get in there. I'm gonna put washers and tighten these screws down more. I just wanted the holes, but yeah, not bad. Once we're done, I'll show the final product, but that's pretty much it. Once these block offs are on, I got to trim it, make sure it's nice and clean, make sure that it'll go on the car easy, and then that's it. Next video will be installation. So what I did here, after I confirmed that this piece fit and I got all the holes in, is I traced it and I cut another one out, and then I laid them on top of each other, and I just pre-drilled all the holes for the second plate so that it'd be a lot easier. So the two of them are just stuck together for now. So I'll take this one screw out and I will install these for hopefully the final time. And that'll be it. There we have it, the final product. You can see these block off plates. One of my favorite parts about them is how how OE they look. It looks like it's part of the bumper. I chose to put the textured side on the outside because I didn't like the gloss on the back of the plastic. It just, I don't know, didn't look good to me, but that looks great. I mean, it's perfectly fit. It's actually a pretty tight seal. I mean, I might get in there with some black silicone or weather strip if I really have an issue with air getting in there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. On the back, we've got 6 screws in each side, some washers. The beauty of ABS plastic, it's so thin and soft. With the heat of the sun just leaving this out here, it's gonna form. It's gonna start to take the shape, and it'll really seal up. But I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good for just kind of a quick and easy, you know, half an hour thing to cut up some ABS and get it to fit. Now, the only thing I messed up on is when I put the hole here, I kind of pre-drilled it when I mounted them together, and this one was off somehow, some way, so it's a little bit of a hole there. But if it becomes an issue, I'll plug it from the back with either just a screw, or I'll put a black screw in from the front, or just put some sound deadener or some duct tape on the back, whatever, just to block that hole off. But it's so tiny, I really don't think it's going to be an issue. But yeah guys, that's the final product. Sanded, primed, painted, cleared, plates blocked off. All I got to do is put the mesh in, which is pretty simple. I don't think I'm going to include any of that in the video, but I'm going to put the mesh in the center, and that'll be it. The next video will be the big install. So that is it.